Hello. Let's do a little coloring and practice our blending. This is the Hampson book, Moonlight Mischief. Let's go with the first page, which gives us a lot of room for drawing, which is always a good thing, right? All right, so let's do the sky first. I like to start with the sky. Looking for a pink. Here's kind of a pink. No, that's more of a red. Yeah, let's start with a very light red. Could be pink. Okay, I'm going sideways again, so I'm gonna have to put it over here so that you can see it. And let's bring over a little light. You know, if you use a light touch while you're coloring with colored pencils, they'll last longer. I used to have a very heavy touch, and I went through colored pencils pretty quickly. So now I've learned to have a light touch. All right, red into orange. I heard one coloring teacher say, let your pencil do the work. So I'm letting my pencil do the work. I'm going to do my dragon in blues and greens, mostly greens, but if you're going to do something that you want it to stand out, then you want the background to be opposite. Like, you know, I'm having the background very warm colors, and the dragon will be very cool colors. Okay, I want to make the sky a little bit darker on top. Let's do some purple. I'm drinking some tea that my daughter gave me. It's a tea that she got in Costa Rica. It's called cacao tea, and it is so tasty. It's really, really good. Okay, I like that. See, it's a little darker. It's some light coming from behind. I like that. How about a little more pink? I don't know what colors I'm going to do the castle yet. I haven't thought about it. I only thought about the dragon and the sky. Do you know the difference between warm and cool colors? Warm colors are one side of the color wheel, which is the orange, yellow, and red, you know, everything in between. And the cool colors are the other side of the color wheel, the blues, the purples, the greens. Suppose you could have a warm green, but you know, you would have had to put some warm base in that green to make it warm. It's naturally a cool color. when you mix contrasting colors. Do you know about contrasting colors? Yellow and purple are contrasting, and blue and orange, and red and green. So if I was coloring a red and I wanted to shade it, I could shade it in the contrasting color of green. And if I was, coloring an orange, I could shade it with blue. And if I was coloring with yellow, I could shade it with violet. And then the other would work as well. If you wanted to highlight purple, you could highlight it with a pale yellow, and so forth. Excusez-moi. Oh, this is yellow, going into yellow, orange into yellow. I don't see a big contrast here, so I'm going to have to work on that. Unless you don't want the sky to be more dramatic than the dragon, which I don't think I do. I like my eraser, because if I wanted this area to be lighter, because I wanted the dragon to stand out, I just erase it. We put more yellow in here. You want the yellow in the windows because it's their home. They're home in the castle, awaiting the attack of the dragon. It doesn't look like he's a friendly dragon. So let me do a little yellow through here. It's nice to layer your colors. It makes it more interesting. I have a little yellow with the orange and so forth. And you think about the outside of the frame. You could either color everything inside the frame, or you can have a contrast on the outside, which I would like to have. I'd like to have a dark contrast on the outside, like a gold frame, so they're looking in at the picture. I'd like to do that, but I wanted to highlight around the dragon himself so that, it looks like he's lighting up the sky, which he probably is. Okay, so let's turn it around and do it the opposite way. So it's red from the bottom. If you mix red with yellow, you get orange. It's a nice way to change the coloring. I saved my Prismacolor for a work that I think it's worth Prismacolor on. This is all practice. But if I felt like there was something that I could frame, I would use my Prismacolor rather than the, I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess I'm shading underneath, which I thought I would be highlighting. I like that better. So highlight on the top and shade on the bottom. I think that's what I'm going for. There are some ridiculously priced pencils that are supposed to be very, very good. They have less wax and more pigment. You know, it's supposed to be a very nice pencil. Caran d'Ache, but they can be $200 and above. And for my work, if I got so that I would add my own work into a gallery, I'd consider it, you know, because it would be something that I'd want to keep and save and admire. But when it comes to practicing on coloring books, you know, I just can't seem to make that investment. It's too much for me. But I love my Prismacolors. They weren't cheap. I'm still working with the Cezanne. I like this. Eh. All right, let's work on our dragon. I'd like to make him a green base. I have different greens here. Let me see. Yeah, this green, this green, and this green. I'm gonna go with the lighter one. So he will have a green body, which reminds me of lizards. Lizards are mostly a kind of a grayish green. They're not really a bright green, but this is a fantasy dragon, so we're gonna make them pretty. I'm gonna post my favorite colorist. She doesn't talk, but just to watch her color is amazing. She's outstanding. I forgot part of the sky. Cannot do that. Yeah, all my pencils. There's not that many. There's probably about 12. Before I get carried away with the green, I'm going to add the blue and see how I like that. Is this a good blue? Yep. I'm not very good at making black, so I like to use markers, like a black marker, because it works quickly, and it'll, you know, then you can put your white dots on it on the outside of the black so that it looks like stars. I should work on my black with colored pencils, just so I know how to do it. I haven't worked on shading yet because I'm just working on color placement, where I want the colors to go. So I'm going to add some purple. Purple. Here it is. More of a lavender, really. It says purple nails. Now I want the dragon to be more pronounced than anything else in the picture, so I'll make him darker. I'll have the colors richer, and in the background, you know, have it lighter. But I'd like the dark sky, you know, on the outside, knowing that he's come from the darkest night into the bright light of the castle. Oh, I don't know. I guess that's part of the castle. Let's erase that. I love erasers. There's such thing as an electric eraser. And people say, oh, you've got to try this. It's so nice. I love the electric eraser. But, you know, I don't color that hard. A light eraser works for me. I suppose if you really wanted to change it up, you know, change the whole thing, so it would be better to have well, it would be better to have an electric eraser if I wanted to change this whole dragon color to warm colors, and the background be blues. Then you could use the electric eraser. Sometimes you look at it and you go, what is that? Is that part of the dragon? And make it part of the dragon. And then purple. I'm running out of energy. I did a lot today. I did finish the sewing on that one work I did. And I started the other. So I get kind of tired. Plus I want to do Zentangle every day. Just the practicing of that takes a lot of energy. See, everything that I'm doing right now is a light color. I Not everybody does this. I do it because I need to see how I'm laying out all my colors and if I like it. You know, you can change it up as you're darkening it, but some people just go light, medium, dark, or dark, medium, light, dark, medium, light, and I just put it all on. I put all the light on, and if I want it a little lighter in one place, like, you know, if I want his shoulder to be a little bit brighter, I just take away some of the, see? You know, take away some of that. Maybe I want this to be a little lighter so that it's darker in the background. All right, let's darken this up and go to bed. Here's a dark purple. When I go from dark to light, I usually think of the lightest part being on the top and the darkest part, you know, in the bottom or hidden, you know, like behind something. Yeah, it looks like part of the dragon. Now I want to darken this purple, right? It's gone from medium to light on the end, maybe a little medium on the end. But you have a little bit of the light right here. Yeah. And so now I want to deepen the purple. So I'm going to use a dark green. See how that works. Yeah, it deepens it. Doesn't have to be purple, it has to be darker. Yeah. Yeah. This looks too white. So I'll have it coming out a little bit more. He's contrasting. He's standing out. Let's see here. This blue. So this would be lighter because it's coming out, but it might be a little darker here because it's starting to turn in. And this is definitely darker because it's tucking inside. So yeah, this is a little boring. Add a little color and it will stand out a little bit. There. Now I want to add a third color. So I am going to add the darker purple. I need more blue. It's not blue enough. There, now I like it. Yeah, it's good just to play, and then when you say, you know, I like it, then you like it. It's good. But if the color's a little boring to you, just switch it up. Like add a little yellow in the purple, so a little orange in the blue, a little red in the green. And then you start going, oh yeah, that's interesting. I think I want this richer purple. It's good to start with a lighter color so that if you want to add a darker color, you can, but you know, you can't take away the dark color real well, but you can take away the lighter colors. See, it's really good tea. Good tea. I'm definitely a tea person, especially in the warmer weather. I'm not so much of a tea person if it's summer, unless it's iced tea. I like sweet tea, but I can't drink too much of that. Well, you know, I'm going to finish here, and I'm going to add more to it, and then come back and finish it online tomorrow. Okay? I'll talk to you tomorrow. I hope you learned something. I hope I was able to contribute something. Bye-bye.